All right, so now my SMC is up and running. Now move forward with the flow search. Now you see that I am already generating some of the searches, like traffic has been generated. So first thing first is like you need to search for a certain traffic. So if I go here, you can see that it's a UDP traffic, outbound and inbound. There is an HTTPS traffic, HTTP traffic, and undefined traffic. If I go to analyze, click on flow search. So if you want to search any flow, that's where this is the option. So this is where you're going to search for your flow. Now you see that by default it is saying that it's looking for the last 5 minutes, and you can provide the host IP address if you know that host IP address, or if you're looking for a particular port numbers and all those things, or if you want to search using the destination IP address or destination host, you can provide here. And if you click on advanced subject option, see port protocol, if you have added your Active Directory, you can provide the username and all those things. This is for the advanced one. Connection. This is with respect to the subject, that is for the port and protocol with the username. Then this is for the flow direction. That's where you will be matching your uh, packet size and all those things. And if you want to look at packet size which is more than 1 Mbps, then 1 MB, then you can go ahead and provide your details. So these are like advanced search and advanced peer option. This is for the source and this is for the with respect to the destination. But for now, I don't have anything. So I just want to look what has happened in the last 5 minutes. I'm not providing any host IP address, source IP address, source port or destination port, or any destination host over here. So just click on search. You see that it's starting now. So basically, when I say that I did not provide anything, means I should see all the traffic, whatever it had happened in the last 5 minutes. So this is a different traffic which has happened in the last 5 minutes. So list is very big, so that's good. And this is 1 to 38 items, that is 38 connections have been made so far in the last 5 minutes, and these are the 38 connections. Now, if you want to go ahead and look for the columns, you see that these are the columns which you see, and you want to see more columns, click on manage columns. And this is where you can enable the columns, which columns you want to see. So like encryption, TTLS or SSL version, if you like, you can see, or encryption authentication algorithm or algorithm key, or if there is any VLAN ID going on in the switch, if it's connected to the switch and it is under some VLAN and you want to capture that VLAN ID, click on this one. And if there is MPLS being configured, click on MPLS so that you will capture the MPLS. It can show the MPLS package too. But again, on the router, I did not configure much of these things, advanced things. So that's the reason you might not be able to get the details over here. But you can enable the columns over here to see the details regarding that one. So for now, what I can do is I can just select these encryption types and click on set. And now you should see that these are the encryption types. And for now, there is nothing over here. Okay. So in the encryption, there will be nothing because I did not say to my router that you need to forward the encrypted traffic to. But I can go ahead with a byte rate or go with the protocol, TCP connections or TCP retransmissions instead of connections, and TCP retransmission ratios, and click on set. You see that at least I am able to see some traffic data on that one.
So how do we know if any of this traffic is malicious?
Yeah, we are coming to that one slowly, one by one. Hold on, man. I understand your excitement, but these are the step-by-step procedures which I am showing you so that it will be easy for you to understand when we come to the malicious traffic. So if I go to my dashboard and click on network security, so now if I go ahead with a direct malicious traffic, and you see that these are the different traffic anomalies over here, and you do not understand what for these are the different things are used for the different kind of traffic, and detection systems over here. So
So we don't have any alarming
yes,
rules.
we don't have any alarms for now. Now, once you analyze that one, if you want to save the search, so currently I did search for the last 5 minutes, and frequently if you're using this search, then you can go ahead and click on save. Okay, so once you click on this save, so whenever you want to just to come back again, you will have your saved search here. Just click on that one and it will rerun that one. No need to provide these attributes again. So every time you're coming here and you're just putting all the certain things and custom tabs and custom flows over here, all the filtering over here. So it will take time. So it's better to save that one. So whenever you come back, just click on search. That's it. Save results. If you have saved the result, you can go over there. And if you want to select search for any host, so we encountered a system error. The host search data was last updated on this one. Wait 15 minutes and try this action if the problem persists. Whatever I would do, have the 172.16.4.2 host. Click on enter. Make sure that it is green, otherwise it will not search. Click on search. Okay, so it detected that one. That means it is able to detect the host. So click on that one host and it will say you that it is catching all. And for now, it is since it is not what do we say, like communicating with the internet, so that's why you do not see much of the traffic over here. So let's go to the map PC and see whether we are able to ping to google.com. First, I will ping to. Yeah, I am able to ping that one. I am able to ping the google.com. So now I did one ping, so that means my traffic has gone to the internet, but here you see that I still don't see the traffic. So it does take time until it shows up with the results. So you have to, it can be between 15 minutes to 1 hour. Since we are doing the lab, it should be only 5 minutes. Okay, that's how you do that one. Copy infringement, that don't worry about it. Job management, monitoring the host, click on host. So now, as I said that when we did for the analyze of the host search, we were able to detect the host. Now you can see that it is now able to show you all the hosts in here. What are the different hosts which are available in my topology? Everything is being shown here. And 10.1, this is my exporter. Now this is showing 1% because my exporter is capturing the traffic and it is sending to flow collector. The behavior is a little bit anomaly. So that's the reason it is showing 1%. And apart from that, you see that every other host is good and clear. No one is suspicious for now. Okay.
Does he only send the anomalies to the flow collector, or he send everything?
Everything to the flow collector. Whatever the traffic which we have declared into the flow record, all the traffic will be captured and sent into the flow record.
So why do we have this yellow icon and we don't have it on the rest of them?
That's what I'm saying, that the router is capturing all the traffic, right? It is inheriting a lot of traffic data throughput over there. So if you look at my topology, router is the only one who is accepting a lot of traffic from my network. This is a centralized router.
Okay.
So definitely it will have a lot of data. Yeah.
Is that the router? The one that's
10.1 is my router. This is my router.
Okay.
So that's why the whole traffic is being centralized to my router. So that's why you're able to see that 1% over here. So you can see that my SMC and net flow collectors are working fine because I'm able to detect my host. Now coming to the host group. Now there are two things where you can define the host group. You can configure your policies and arms, and these are the different things. Two ways you can configure. One with your this one that is your GUI part, web GUI. Another one is that if you go to your centralized, if you see here download page, download desktop client, click on that one. So it will download one applications, Java application. So it will download one Java application. So you have to make sure that you do have a latest version of Java before you start up with this one application. Now, Java application is much more feasible to configure your host group users. If you want to configure these three things, your Java application is pretty good. It will give you a good insight in that one. And if you want to configure the policy management, alarms, and everything, WebGUI is much better. And if you want to configure with the Java application, you can go ahead and configure with Java application too. So you see that this is my Java application. I will right click on this one and run as administrator.
What's the policy management for?
I'll come back to that one. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm not there yet. All right, so now one more thing I want to give you an information about the Java application is that if you are using lower than version 7.2, the Java application will take a lot of time to download and a lot of time to install. So if you're writing a CCI exam, your Java application will be downloaded like 15 minutes. It will take to download 15 minutes, and to install it will take another 15 minutes. So you have to plan accordingly. So it does take time to load that one. But from 7.3, 7.4, the Java application is pretty good and fast. So it only takes like 5 minutes because it hardly took like 1 minute to download, and to install also it will hardly take 2 to 5 minutes. But the only catch is that you need to have a latest day Java, otherwise it will not install that one. Now, until that comes up, you see that it came up. So click on next. Click on the, if you want to change the path, you can go ahead and change your path, but by default, it is being saved into your program file, Cisco Watch folder. Click on next, and it is now preparing to install. And click on finish. That's it. But for the previous application, it was like pretty much headache, so painful. So double click on that one, and it will start up with the application. And click on your server name. If you remember, I do have a DNS name, so I will provide the DNS name. And click on sign in. Now the StealthWatch Management Console will provide you with its own identity certificate. Click on Trust, yes. And now it will connect to the StealthWatch Management Console. So click on Continue, and now this is where you will log in again. And click on Sign in. Just make this one as. Now the login page looks like similar to the web GUI, but when you connect to the Java application, it's entirely different graphical user interface in that one. So you see that I have connected to the Java application. So just still give some time. You see that this is the page which will be showed here. Now, very important over here, whenever this page shows up, whenever you're first accessing your Java application, it will show you the archive hour. So select 0. Always it should be 0. That means begin a new day, 24-hour day. So when you will be beginning your own day, 24 hours, that is midnight in the midnight.
Okay.
So it will be always midnight 12 a.m. So you have to make it 0 always. You have to make sure that this is 0. So if you are not able to see this one, so what you can do is that StealthWatch status configuration.
This is the Java application?
Yeah, this is the Java application.
That's a lot of options.
Yep. Now, let me find that option which we saw the box. I don't know. If I click on properties here, it comes to the same one. If I yeah, I think I forgot again. Okay, we'll come back to that one later on when I remember the box which we saw that archive our. There's a different option where we can get that box too. Now, if I go back to my GUI part that is on my web GUI, so if I go to my monitor, host groups, or configure host group management here. On the left hand side, you see that these are the options. Now, these are a little bit different, but
Finish
in
on
the
the
Java,
web
you see that
application.
it's pretty good. It have more specific options in this Java application. Okay, so you do not see applied VPNs and all those things in the web GUI, but these are the things we are able to see. But there are some options that will be pretty good in this one, like you're flexible in navigating in this one when compared to this one. So GUI is also the same thing, but I'm definitely sure that there should be some options which should be available on this one, but not available on these ones. But it looks like everything is available. That's pretty good. Because when I saw in the earlier version, we did not have these many options. So let me verify that one. Yeah, you see that outside host and everything, all of them are available on the GUI as well as on this one. But when compared to this GUI, this one Java feels pretty much good over here and very much easy to navigate over here. So now if you see that inside host, so if I click on that one, and if I click on catch all, host group dashboard and click on catch all, and client IP ranges. Now I should be seeing the inside host which we already defined when installing, right? If you remember that it's a RFC private address. So let me see why. Okay, so if I go to web GUI, let me check on the web GUI. So this is an inside host over here. I'm able to see that you can define the range over here. I think we have already defined that one. If I click on catch all, you see that in the catch all everything is there. So if I click on catch all in here, to double click on that one, it will, I think it will open the dashboard. Yeah, it is opening the dashboard. So if you want to see that many dashboard at once over here, you can just double click on this one and you will see the dashboards over here, multiple dashboard. And within this dashboard, you do have a multiple, you see that data. So host group, and you can see that these are the host group traffic generated from the source and destination. And you can see that these are the host 4.3 and 1.3, 13, 30.254. This is my routers. 3.1, 1.4. These are the different hosts over here which are generating the traffic, and most of them is generated by 4.3. I assume who is that 4.3? Let me have a look. I think this should be 4.2. No, this one is 4.2. So my map PC is generating a lot of traffic now. At this moment, it is almost contributing to 47%. Now, these are with the last 5 minutes 10 records, and these are last 5 minutes 12 records which are going to the destination, and you see that these destinations are towards the ISP. All right, so you can see that it's a graphical user. So the traffic is slowly generating, and you see that it's a little traffic over here, and you do have only something only you can see, but it's very small data to be analyzed. Coming to the security, since there are no security threats, you are not able to see that any alarms or anything. Since there are no alarms, there is no data yet. So I did not define any VPN users. I did not define anything yet now. And if you see that in the DMZ also, I did not define anything. If I double click on that one, and again in the host group, same thing. Don't have anything on this one. let's go ahead and define the DMZ servers in the DMZ. So right click on this one, and do I have any option to configure from here?
Yes,
Configuration, host group properties, add host group, edit policy manager. But I want to add the host to the DMZ. So let's go to the GUI and check whether from the GUI we are able to add that one or not. Yeah, in the GUI we are able to add. So click on edit, and here you can provide the IP address name. That is my DMZ is, if I go back to my, this one, 40.1.1.2. I just want to make sure that that's the IP address for the DMZ before I go ahead. 40.1.1.2. I can define here that my DMZ is 40.1.1.2/32. And you can provide that this server is located in DMZ of firewall. Now enable baselining of host group, host in this group, disable security is event using excluded service. So what does this means is like, so whenever I am defining any group, or I said that in this one so and so ranges are provided over here, and here I said that this is so and so host provided here. So by default, Stealthwatch Management Console will assign some default policies on this one. So these policies are known as core events. So we will come back to that one in the policy in a moment. So by default, if you do not assign, if you don't have any specific policies associated to this one, okay, so Stealthwatch will automatically assign some default policies to your group. As soon as you create that one, or you create or you do some changes or anything, automatically it will be applied, nothing to do. But I will click on save. Now, the thing is that in my DMZ, there are subgroups. Then what you can do is that, so right click on this one, or okay, if you have a subgroups, then you can go ahead and add host group. So DMZ is your first group. So there will be a different hierarchy according to your requirements, that this is my DMZ. But within the DMZ, I do have a DMZ1, I do have a DMZ2, and I do have a DMZ3. Because it's my large network, I want to define different servers within these groups. I want to differentiate those groups. So you can go ahead and create the groups and define the particular host, specific host within these groups. So the reason for this one is that it will be very easy when you define your policy, and if you want to make sure assign an alarm, or if you want to define an alarm, it will be very easy to use these objects over there. So basically, for example, I want to say that whenever DMZ1 is communicating with DMZ2 on port number 80, I want to raise an alarm. So you can go ahead and create a policy using these objects. It will be very easy when you define these objects within your network. So it will be easy to create the policies and alarms. So now the main intention of the Stealthwatch Management Console is to detect the traffic, detect and give you the alarm. So that's how you will create. And again, internet service, you can go ahead and add your DNS servers, internet, that is your ISP servers, or if you have any NAT gateway, you can go ahead. And if you have any proxies, you can go ahead and add your proxies. And again, with the proxies, you are going to do the same thing. If you have multiple proxies and you want to define it to multiple groups, go ahead and define the groups. With same with the load balancer, network scanners, servers, and all those things. Servers, I do have that one. And you see that antivirus servers, backup servers, database, DHCP, file servers, mail servers. Now I do have a mail server here, and I will just click on edit, and I will provide that host name, that is 172.16.1.10/32, and click on save. And I also do have a NTP server, that is my edit, and that is 172.16.1.10/32, and click on save. And I do have a web servers. Yes. Now on the web servers, I do have different servers. If you see that, this is my server farm number 1, and this is my server farm 2, and my Windows DC is my web server. These are the 3 different servers. I want to define these 3 things in three different groups. Now let's go ahead and define that one, the web servers. Add a host group, and I want to say this is my server farm 1. And this is where I will define 172.16.10.0/24 network and 172.16.20.30.0/24 and 2010 is my net flow collector. So these are the two servers networks available on my server farm 1. And now I will define one more group, that is my server farm 2. This one, yep, 2, and there is only one host, that is my 40.1.1.2/32, and click on save. And if you remember, that same address I have also defined in my DMZ also, so I can use multiple times. Now I will go ahead and define my web server, and that will be my 172.16.1.10/32. I defined my host. All good now. Now SMS server, if you have that one file server, yeah, I did not configure, but I do have the file server, but for now I'm not defining. Now locations, and again I will define the same thing with the location. I want to add the locations now. So if you like, you can add the groups. So what I will do is that I will add a host group saying that this one will be in Melbourne. Address, I don't have any address for now. Just click on just creating the locations, that's it. And another thing will be Sydney, and one more will be the Hobart. So I defined my location. Now you can plan what are the different servers you want to define into this one. And now for the Hobart, what I can do is that I can define 172.16.20.0 network. And for the Sydney, Melbourne, I can define like 172.16.30.0 network. And for the Sydney, I can define both of them, that is 40.1.1.0/24 network and 172.16.1.10/32. Or I can just go ahead with the specific here, 32/32. I'm just defining as an example so that when we come to the policy, it will be easy to configure that one. Now going to the outside, so if you have any outside the external DNS servers, external radius server, external authentication server, or external ISP, so you can go ahead and define it accordingly. Now with the countries, you can see that these are the different countries. By default, Cisco has provided you with this one. So I think almost they are covering each and everything. So no need to define specifically. So if you see that it's Australia and New Zealand, and within the Australia, New Zealand and North Block Island. Now trusted internet host, this is where you will define your business servers. That means if you are hosting any server on your internet which is secure, you can define over here. That is your own custom applications which are hosted on the cloud or anywhere, can define over. So these are the different options over here. And now if I go back here, now I should be able to see, if I double click on that one, the data should be reflected over here. Okay, still the data is being not reflected, so I will click on refresh. Yeah, still it is not there. It should be reflected whatever we did over there into our Java application. So if I click on network, still nothing over here with the DMZ. But if you remember that I've already defined the host and all those things, so it might take time to synchronize with this one. So that was your host, how to configure the host group, how to search for the host and host groups.